Welcome back to some more Elden Ring, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, today we are doing another novelty build. Yes, we are making, of course, well, William Wallace, otherwise known as Wee Willie Wallace. Wee Willie Wallace, yes indeedy. Got to take the Crimson Medallion, and here we go. We have pretty much sorted him, and he is looking grand. We have, of course, the Scotland national flag going about in the face there. He's a very blue boy, but he has the white cross, you know. So yes, there is William Wallace. Now, I have taken him as a hero because it's the closest to what I'm needing him to stat-wise have, I suppose. So let's just gather some things and we will crack on. So obviously we'll lose to this guy on purpose, as always, just to get the game started. So yes, for the build here we will be needing 16 strength, 13 dex, and you can do this build within the first 10 minutes of the game. You just need to run somewhere very quickly and you need to get a few levels up. You should have enough strength here, but you will need a few points in your dexterity just to get things where you need them to be. So we'll do the usual jazz, you know, hitting your graces, go and get our mount, obviously kill some of the locals on the way. And then once we have our mount, I'll just quickly grab that seed and avoid those arrows. Wow. Can't remember the English ever doing that to William Wallace, but never mind. Never mind. Right, let's sneak around the big giant golem with the massive bow and arrow, you know, because the English, they've got better when it came to fighting the Scottish, you know. They now have big fiery golems that shoot arrows at us. Beautiful. But a couple of slaps to the leg, this big fella will go down, and then you want to run round to the heart section and you want to give him a couple of splats there, and that will finish him off. Because we are heading into the castle. Castle Morn? Is that what it's called? I am going to check my own work here. I think it's called Castle Morn. It is in the south of the Weeping Peninsula. So, to the far south of the Weeping Peninsula, you'll get to this castle. Now, in this castle, we want to be going past all these little guys, and we want to run up this big mountain of bodies to the far right. So, roughly up where you see that little shiny there, we want to run past that. Avoid all these wee guys if you can, and we're going to run into this room on the right. And I mess up here. I accidentally run past the chest I need, and I jump down here, and then realise I need to go back up. But by then, the enemies had kind of surrounded me. So, not ideal. Not ideal at all. But yeah, I'll just quickly try and run past them, and I'll quickly try and grab what's in this chest before they slaughter me. And they do slaughter me. Didn't know William Wallace went out that way either, but he did get drawn and quartered. There's the quartering part, I suppose. But anyway, before we died there, we did manage to pick up a sword, which is the claymore, which will be the sword we will be using here. And as I said, we do need the 16 strength and 13 dexterity to use this sword correctly. Now I'm keeping the shield because I'm pretty sure, wee Willie Wallace used a shield at some point. Possibly, you know. Maybe just running every fight just swinging his big sword, you know. I wasn't there, couldn't tell you. And I don't go by Braveheart because, let's face it, it wasn't even a Scottish person playing him, so let's not go there, shall we? So I have gained the levels here, so I can now fully use this sword. And this sword does come with a cool little special attack, if you will, or art of war, as I think they call them, yes. It does a wee front flip and then slams the sword down, which is pretty awesome. So, now that we have the levels to use this sword, we have the look, we have the levels, we've got the build, because we have the shield, we have the sword, so we can go and use this on some bosses, see how it feels. Obviously I'm still quite low level here, I've basically just got the levels to wield the sword, but I mean, it's fine. We'll deal with it. Anyway, let's sneak down here and we will get this little wolf out of the way, because hard enemies need to be snuck up upon, I suppose. And obviously William Wallace, if you know the lore behind William Wallace, he's a bit like the Starks for Game of Thrones, you know. This guy came rocking with his own wolves, yes. Not just one, not just two, no. This boy's got three wolves. That's my boy William Wallace. Always rocking it with the three wolves. There they are. Huey, Dewey and Louie into the fight. And I'll avoid that attack, and we will pretty much try and just use our Art of War to do some damage here. So we'll flip in, give him a slap. Look at that damage, look at that health bar just disappearing. There we go, flip back in, slap. Beautiful wee backstab there as well, why no? One more hit should do him. And boop! That should be game. Nice. Okay, so now we've tried out in him, we obviously need to try out in the hardest dungeon of the game. Let's go. Okay, so here's boss time. Yes, he is the hardest boss in the game by far. That is the Soldier of Godric, and this cheeky wee bugger. This is the first time this has ever happened, but he actually caught me before I counted him. It's never happened before, never in my life. He's getting better, let me tell you, but he's done. Excellent. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you want to watch something a little bit different, I'm doing a Pokemon playthrough at the moment, and also Assassin's Creed Origins. If that is something you fancy, give it a watch. I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers for watching.